So who is Joshua Montano? KRQE investigative reporter Gabrielle Burkhart dug through police and court records to show you why his tenure with the Albuquerque Police Department and his connection with a prominent defense attorney was so significant.
The now former Albuquerque police officer Joshua Montano started work for the city of Albuquerque as a police service aide in 2005, becoming a sworn APD officer in 2007.
I'm Officer Montano with APD. Stopped the first meeting.
From 2015 through 2024, he worked with APD's DWI Unit, tasked with cracking down on drunk drivers and keeping the streets safe.
Her eyes appear to be bloodshot and watery to me.
But KRQE Investigates uncovered cases in Montano's history that raise red flags. We first showed you this case last year. Carlos Smith was pulled over by Montano for speeding, then blew below the legal limit twice. Montano still charged him with DWI.
He decided to leave me a voicemail.
Hey Carlos, this is Officer Montano with APD. I was just giving you a call because I don't know if you realize, but I'm sure you do that. Some of your jewelry was missing from the property from Sunday evening, and it looks like the PTC officers didn't put that in your property bag, but I have it.
Smith says Montano directed him to defense attorney Thomas Clear III's office, where Smith recorded an interaction he had with Clear's paralegal, Rick Mendez.
Not the cheapest.
Okay.
So we charged $8,500 when you could do it in payments.
And with me, you representing me, that would guarantee that this doesn't go on my record?
Yes.
Mendez was the first to plead guilty to federal RICO conspiracy charges in what the feds call a DWI enterprise that goes back decades, revealing officers from APD's DWI unit and others from BCSO and state police funneled arrestees to his office. Mendez says he conspired with the officers to ensure they'd miss court and the cases would get dismissed. In exchange, officers were paid cash or other gifts like free legal services, gift cards, and hotel rooms.
Our investigative team went back years through court data and found in a 6-year period from 2018 to 2023, Montano had at least 36 DWI cases overlapping with defense attorney Thomas Clear III. 31 of them, 86%, ended in a dismissal.
April of 2022, local attorney Damon Eli passed along a tip to the FBI after someone came forward saying an APD officer, Montano, confiscated their driver's license after a DWI arrest and passed it along to Mendez, who offered a deal, pay $10,000 in exchange for charges dropped.
And I was really proud of these people coming forward because I think it takes real courage to do it.
Aside from criminal court, KRQE found Montano was also absent for MVD license hearings in cases where defendants were represented by attorney Clear.
It's now 1:16. There's no email from Officer Montano or any messages about his difficulties, so I'm going to mark it as a failure to appear.
Montano's absence allowed suspected drunk drivers to keep their driver's licenses after an arrest. In 2022, Montano also had a personal run-in with DWI.
Last Friday, on his way home from a shift, a suspected drunk driver crashed into him.
And while he recovered, his family solicited donations from the public through a GoFundMe. He returned to work. Then last February, Montano was put on leave pending an internal affairs investigation into the DWI scheme. Montano resigned the following month, writing, "The issues I let myself get caught up in within the DWI unit were generational," and, quote, "None of the allegations against myself or others in the DWI unit happened without supervisory knowledge." Gabrielle Burkhart, KRQE Investigates.
Montano was named Uniform Officer of the Month in 2012. Our KRQE investigative team also combed through police personnel files to learn more about the officers accused in this corruption scheme. Records show Joshua Montano had at least 6 internal affairs investigations launched against him in his nearly 20 years with APD. 4 of those were for missing court, and he was exonerated in at least 3 of those investigations. Montano was in APD's DWI unit roughly 7 years.